Hey, good morning, everybody. Bob, Trade Genius, the 22nd of March. And I'm going to just go through a focus list, kind of where I'm thinking for the next 60 days with the market. And, my view is I'm really skinning down looking at the ETFs. I think there's going to be I think it's one of the sea changes we're going to see in the market. I think the ETFs are going to be in big trouble. I think passive investing is going to be in big trouble. It's really going to get back down to active trading and active management. And I think that ETFs may not reflect and won't provide that risk abatement that we all thought. If look at the wholesale carnage in some of these ETFs as they were liquidating and just really destroyed value. So I'm really going to focus on individual stocks so much, and then kind of two plays here. One, I'm going to show hourly, and I'm going to walk back and show 15-minute because I think you're going to have to make a decision. How do you want to trade this? You want to be a little bit longer swing, or if you're going to want to be in and out more aggressively. So those are the things that we have to think about. And for me, it's really just going to be energy and the miners, and that's pretty much it. Everything. I don't really care what everything else does. So I can't boil the ocean. So I'm really going to focus and really try to hone in on just driving some really good ROIs for myself and for those who subscribe and for those who listen to me. So here goes, and how I have it set up here is that I have two. These are our profit ribbons, our basically our trend trades, and this is a look back on the 65 period look back on the linear regression. So you got this is two standard deviations. This is three. I have one here, but I didn't call it out because I'm really only interested in things that are 2 and 3 standard deviations to inform me. The volatility is so high right now, so you would really pay attention to the 1 standard deviation off the channel. And then this is set at a 40 period. This is set at 11 period, and this is a just a slow stoke. Set at 40, and the D is set at 5. So that's kind of where kind of where we are with the settings. And what I'm going to do here is just walk you through where I think things are. Now the good news is that I think the miners took their hit on the 16th. They're one of the puke outs of these hedge funds. I hope some of these guys go to jail. The leverage they had on. I mean, who was managing this from a internal risk point of view? Number one, and number two, the banks that were lending them money. I mean, just seriously, it's just amazing to me. And so we made a higher low here, and I think we're putting another higher low. This is First Majestic. I love First Majestic. The only thing I worry now is because they primarily mine in Mexico. Is there going to be currency issues? Number one. And number two, when things start getting real here, will Mexico try to just hold on to their silver? I don't know. So just something to pay attention to, but I'm just going to use the charts here to kind of reflect. And right now, I think we're at a position now where we may start getting another roll up on First Majestic. The way I'm looking to buy this is that, if the faster trend line is coming up through the slower one, and I have the Stokes coming up too, this would be an area that I'd be interested in buying, and stay with the trade. Here, if it gets 3 standard deviations up, you should probably take profit because we've been now learning that it pushes up. I've had a couple trades now where I'm up 10%, and an hour later I'm down 5% and stopped out. So I'm just gonna have to get just faster taking the trades. And if you can't day trade, that's the only downside to this, is that you may get stuck sometimes on a trade. So you're just gonna have to bear that in mind. I just don't want to signal out losses for people if I know I could just flip a quick profit on it for everybody. So I'm just going to call out the profits. And so First Majestic's kind of in neutral, but I like the way the Stokes are moving up. I like the way the price action is moving up, and we're I think we're in a position to move higher pretty soon. CDE, we're already in it, and same difference. I think it's consolidating, higher low, higher low, higher low, and I'm just waiting for this thing to blast. I had a couple of impulses. This is one I was just talking about here. So we bought it. It pushed all the way up. Could have made 10% profit, and it came back below our buy price. So at this point, I'm more committed to the trade longer term. So I didn't try to get in and out of it. But that's kind of what's been happening. Okay, this is the trade that I think people should pay attention to. This is one of the tankers. They're going to hold oil off the market. Tanker rates are really cruising up higher. And I bought it more for a macro play and going to stay with it for a while. And you should probably take a peek at all the tankers. So I know TK as well. And there's like 5 or 6 of them. But I think you're going to see their EPSs are going to move up. And these things are going to pop. And in the past, they've made some really nice moves. So if you look at... Going to weekly here. These are some of the moves they made in the past. I didn't trade these. I just marked these out for myself. And but 48% move, 22% move, and I think it's gonna move it again. So this one I think will give us good returns, and it's something to stay with maybe for a 2 or 3 month period of time. Okay. Dig. Ultra long, I don't normally like ultra longs or ultra shorts trading them to the long side, but this thing's been beat up so much that I think we're going to get a rebound in oil. We can go to 15, we go to 10, but in the short term, you're going to see traders jump on this to, especially if we start getting any kind of good news or liquidity coming into the fiscal side, you're going to see a pop here. So I'm looking to get in and signal a buy here. Once this fast one, my fast trend change pops, and then we'll go. But I think we have an opportunity here, maybe for a 50% move on this thing fairly quickly. So paying attention to that. Everybody needs to have a large cap miner in their portfolio, and this is a good one here to own. One of the 2 that I follow, and I think this is going to be a good one here if you want to write covered calls against it. So again, it's neutral. I'm looking for it to push up, and for us to take advantage of some opportunities here. Same with Hecla. They're all looking the same here. I think PLG is going to rock again, and it's setting up here for a rounded bottom. And so we're in it. I have a substantial loss on this one, but I'm holding it. Platinum's going to go just like gold and silver will go, and this will be a really nice trade for us long term. I may add to it here, or I may just sit on it. And it's the same with here with Shabani Gold, and this is a rhodium manufacturer, and so, or miner I should say. And this one's will rip as well. As soon as we get any kind of money flowing into the metals again, you'll see this stock move up very quickly. And I mean, just look at last week. I mean, it went from 370 up to $6. And so we're going to keep this and keep on it. And I think this is going to be a really nice long-term hold for you for the miners. Okay, just keeping an eye on the short S&P. I'm looking for a pretty good dead cat bounce in the markets. And then this will be one of the areas in which I hedge. You could pick SDS too, on a reversal or buy SPY puts. I'm not sure how I want to play it, but this is going to be what's going to inform me. And, right here we have a double top with the market being a double bottom. We'll just see if we get a push through on that. With the markets opening Sunday, Monday, but I really don't care. Once this thing starts to abate, then I'm just going to look to use it at the hedge my long portfolio. Silver, I think, is painting a nice little inverted head and shoulders here, and I would be long on this thing now. Okay, my favorite gold and silver miner, and had a really nice run down here when the world was ending. And people caught that. They already made 50-60% on their money. So bravo for you. But it's ready to purchase again. USO, I'm in it, basically short swing trading it. Same rationale as DIG. And my truly favorite one, Wheaton Precious Metals, and they don't have any mining exposure. They're really financiers, and they have some really low cost, silver at $4 and $5. They're getting that was their cost of acquisition, and so as silver prices rebound, Wheaton Precious Metals is going to do the same. So you could trade this one more of a longer swing one. You don't have to be so crazy with it. But when this orange turns to black again or starts to flatten out, you probably should enter. And I think you're going to make some nice 4, 5, or 6, 10% swing moves on this thing for the rest of the year. And that's all I want to share today. So those who subscribe to our service, I'm going to get into greater detail with everybody on Tuesday. I'm going to do training at around 2 o'clock Pacific time. If you don't use our service, you should take advantage of some of the specials we have running right now. And this will help you make money during this crazy time in the market. The markets aren't going anywhere. Even if we go to a Great Depression, you could still trade the market both ways. Okay? And just on the subject of this going to be 1929, it will not. It's going to be a different kind of economic, pressure, if you want to call it, because they all know that, they're just going to push base money in. So we're gonna have what I would call more like an inflationary depression or an inflationary recession, and then eventually into a stagflation. And so America is going to be the best positioned out of this, for reasons I'll talk about in another video. Doesn't mean things are going to be great. We're just going to be best positioned around the world. And so, take ownership here and make some money, because sitting in the bank's not going to help you, and trusting a financial advisor that uses basically their don't sue me protocols is not going to cut it for you anymore. Guys, have a great day. Thanks.